Have you ever found yourself wondering, is she into me? You pick up on something in her energy, the way she looks at you, the way she reacts when you're near, but you're not sure if it's real or just in your head. If you've ever asked that question, today's video will bring you clarity. Because when a woman is genuinely attracted to you, her words might be subtle, but her actions speak louder than anything she could say out loud. In fact, her nonverbal cues, her body language, expressions, and subconscious behavior reveal far more than scripted compliments or polite conversation ever will. And if you learn to read these signs, you'll no longer be confused. You'll know when she feels something for you. You'll see the signals that most men miss, and you'll finally understand how to respond with quiet confidence. So today, we're walking through the real, psychological indicators that show she's not just interested, she's attracted, possibly deeply, possibly more than even she realizes. But before we begin, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up if you find our content meaningful. Every click from you fuels us to bring deeper, more powerful insights, and it helps build this growing community of men who value wisdom, self-respect, and truth. If you enjoy this kind of content, we encourage you to share it and leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We read every word because this isn't just a channel. It's a place to grow together and build real connection. And now let's dive into the first sign. Unprolonged eye contact. When a woman is drawn to you, her eyes say what her lips often won't. She may never confess what she feels, but her gaze, it lingers. And that one lingering moment, where her eyes hold yours a few seconds longer than normal, speaks volumes. It's in those moments that attraction reveals itself most clearly. You might catch her looking at you and then looking away, as if she got caught. Or in a deep conversation, you notice she's not just listening, she's watching, tracking your eyes, reading your expressions, holding your gaze like it matters. That's not just interest, that's emotional curiosity. That's a longing for connection she may not even be fully aware of. This kind of eye contact bypasses social etiquette. It becomes charged. There's electricity in it. If she maintains eye contact longer than usual, or if you catch her glancing your way when she thinks you're not looking, those are not random occurrences. They're emotional slips, signals from her subconscious that say, I'm pulled toward you. So here's a tip. The next time you're talking with her, try holding her gaze a second longer than you usually would. Not in a challenging or dominant way, but in a calm, grounded, open way. Notice how the atmosphere between you shifts, how the silence feels more meaningful, how the connection deepens without either of you saying a word. That's what real, subtle attraction feels like. It starts in the eyes, and if it's mutual, it stays there lingering. 2. Open body language. Sometimes the most powerful messages aren't spoken. They're shown. A woman's body language is like a second voice, quieter but often more honest. And when she's attracted to you, her posture, her movement, and the space she creates around you will all begin to shift. So, what does open body language really look like? Start by observing how she positions herself when you're near. If she's interested, her body will subtly move closer, even if she's not fully aware of it. She might lean in slightly when you speak, angle her torso to face you, even in a group setting, or step into your personal space more than usual. These are not accidents. They're unconscious invitations for closeness, signs that she feels safe, drawn in, and emotionally available. Pay attention to her arms. Are they crossed and closed off, or are they relaxed by her side? Do her shoulders open toward you or away? If she's displaying relaxed posture, open gestures, and subtle leaning, she's not just being polite. She's letting you into her energy field. When a woman is attracted, her nervous system reads your presence as comforting, not threatening. She lets her guard down, and her body reflects that softness. Even the tilt of her head, the way her feet are positioned, or how she mirrors your movements. These small signs combine into a powerful nonverbal yes. So next time you're together, don't just listen to her words. Observe her body. Because when a woman opens up physically, she's often opening emotionally as well. And that kind of invitation, it's worth noticing. 3, an easy laugh. If a woman laughs easily around you, especially at jokes that aren't that funny, it's not just about humor. It's about how she feels in your presence. Laughter is emotional release. It's comfort. It's trust. It's the body saying, I'm safe here. I enjoy being with you. When a woman is deeply attracted to a man, she'll find joy in the little things he says. She'll laugh more quickly, more freely, and with more warmth. Not because you're a stand-up comedian, that's the same that, but because she's emotionally engaged. Because her heart feels lighter when you're around. Here's something important to understand. Humor is one of the fastest ways to build emotional chemistry. When a woman laughs with you, she feels a bond, even if she can't explain why. And that laughter, it's memorable. She'll leave thinking, I don't know what it is about him, but I just feel better when I'm with him. And once she associates you with laughter and ease, her attraction only deepens. So don't be afraid to be playful. Be light, be observant, be subtly witty. Show that you don't take life too seriously and that you can find joy in the moment. Because when you become the man she laughs with, you also become the man she thinks about, long after the conversation ends. These signs, open body language and an easy, warm laugh, are powerful emotional cues. They show that she's not just tolerating your presence, she's enjoying it. She's connecting. She's letting you in. And in those little moments, laughter, leaning in, open posture, she's telling you something more real than words could ever say. I like being near you. Don't go far. 4, casual touches. Touch is one of the oldest forms of communication. Long before we had words, we had presence. And one of the most powerful signs that a woman is attracted to you is when she finds subtle ways to close that physical distance through gentle, intentional touch. This isn't about grand romantic gestures. It's about the small, almost unnoticeable moments that say so much. Does she gently brush her hand against yours as you pass something? Tap your arm when she laughs? Touch your shoulder during a conversation? These are not coincidences. They're tests of intimacy, subtle invitations. Because here's what most men don't realize. When a woman initiates casual, non-threatening physical contact, she's saying, I'm comfortable with you. I feel safe here. I want to be a little closer. These small touches, brushing your hand, adjusting your collar, removing a piece of lint, are her way of testing whether you'll reciprocate that intimacy, whether you'll meet her in that quiet, vulnerable space without making it awkward. If you're attuned to her energy, you'll notice that every touch carries emotion, warmth, trust, desire. So next time it happens, don't overreact. Just be present, smile, respond with ease, make it feel natural. Because in her mind, that tiny touch, it wasn't so tiny. It was a bold move, and your response tells her everything. 5, asking personal questions. Now let's talk about something deeper, emotional curiosity. When a woman is genuinely attracted to you, she won't just stick to small talk. She'll start to ask questions that go beyond the surface. Questions that reveal her desire to truly know you. These aren't just random inquiries. They're emotional invitations. She might ask, what was your childhood like? What motivates you? What's your biggest dream, like deep down? Do you believe in love that lasts? What's something people misunderstand about you? When she starts leaning into this kind of personal conversation, it's because she's no longer just interested in what you do. She's drawn to who you are. And why does that matter? Because it means she's emotionally investing in the real you, your past, your mindset, your values, your heart. She's not just trying to fill silence. She's looking for a connection she can feel, something she can trust. These kinds of questions reveal a desire to bond, to emotionally synchronize, to open the door to something deeper. And if she listens closely to your answers, follows up with curiosity, or remembers what you shared days later, then know this. She's not just being nice. She's choosing to care, and that's a sign of real attraction. So be open, be honest, Let her see the parts of you most men try to hide. Because when a woman sees that you're emotionally available, not needy, but authentic, she feels safe enough to open her heart too. When a woman is asking about your dreams, your past, your emotions, she's not just making conversation, she's mapping your soul. She's trying to decide, is this someone I could trust with my heart? And if the answer feels like yes, the connection grows quietly, steadily, beautifully. 6. Adjusting her appearance. Have you ever noticed a woman playing with her hair when she talks to you? Or smoothing down her clothes, checking her reflection in a subtle way? Adjusting her jewelry as you approach? These little movements might seem insignificant, but they speak volumes. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll unconsciously want to present the best version of herself around you. It's not vanity, it's instinct. She's not putting on a show. She's preparing emotionally. Every time she straightens her posture, tucks her hair behind her ear, or repositions her necklace, her body is sending out signals. Signals that say, I want to feel confident right now. I want to look good for him. I hope he notices me. The way I'm noticing him, these behaviors aren't scripted or staged. They're automatic, and they reveal one powerful truth. She's aware of you. She cares about how you see her, and part of her is already trying to impress you without even saying it. So next time you see her adjusting her appearance around you, don't brush it off. Notice it, appreciate it, smile, because what she's really doing is showing you that you matter. 7. Nervousness or fidgeting. Here's something that might surprise you. Even the most confident, poised women can become visibly nervous around a man they're truly attracted to. Attraction doesn't always look like flirtation. Sometimes it looks like fidgeting fingers, shifting in her seat, or stumbling over her words. And while it may seem like she's uncomfortable, it's often the opposite. She's feeling a rush of emotion that she's not sure how to manage. Her hands may find something to play with, her ring, a napkin, her hair. She may laugh a little too quickly, or suddenly become more self-aware of how she's sitting or speaking. Why? Because you have become emotionally significant in that moment. Your presence has stirred something real, and her body is simply reacting to that internal flutter. It's excitement mixed with vulnerability. And that's not something she can fake. Watch for the blush that appears when you compliment her. Notice the pause before she replies to something meaningful you say. Catch that moment where she takes a breath, looks away, and then smiles without a word. Those are signs that she feels something, and she's trying to stay composed while it rises. It's not just adorable, it's deeply revealing. And if you stay calm, grounded, and reassuring, that emotional space between you becomes electric. By learning to notice these subtle, unspoken cues, prolonged eye contact, open and inviting body language, genuine, easy laughter, light, casual touches, meaningful personal questions, appearance adjustments, and the quiet flutter of nervousness, you begin to understand a woman without needing to ask. You begin to read her truth, not just her words, and you unlock the ability to connect in a way that goes far beyond surface-level attraction. Most men walk around confused, unsure of how a woman feels. But you've just been handed the map. Because once you're attuned to these signs, you no longer have to guess what she's feeling. You'll know, and that knowing, it gives you calm, it gives you confidence, and most importantly, it allows you to respond in a way that's grounded, kind, and powerful. Thank you for staying with us until the very end. Before we say goodbye, I invite you one more time to subscribe to this channel. It may seem like a small gesture, but to us, it means everything. Your support motivates us to continue creating videos that speak to your heart and your truth. If you found value in this message, give it a like and leave your thoughts in the comments below. We read everyone because this channel isn't just about attraction, it's about connection. Thank you for being part of this journey. And remember that the signs are always there. You just have to see her the way she sees